So he used Slash to just put it through him and then out of the door again, basically. So he uploaded all the data to the internet instead of keeping it on his hard drive, I guess. Quarter at dawn, Tokyo Morishima, unknowingly cradling an as of yet unawakened Kamui inside of himself, was waiting for me to shake him out of his slumber. Or maybe the Ayame inside of me had telepathically communicated with the Kamui inside of Tokyo Morishima and was attempting to reawaken her former lover. That's a joke, of course. Either way, I was to find out that the Tokyo Morishima of the past had entrusted me with that role. GLG and Tokyo Morishima were old friends from their days in the 24th Ward. I found it out while digging up old records from the net. Just how far ahead had GLG seen? I'm sure that he couldn't have foreseen that Tokyo Morishima would end up becoming so cloudy and flustered that he would forget his own birthday. Yeah, that's a weird thing. It was during the evening 3 days ago that the cloudy, flustered man would be attacked and taken away suddenly. Just prior to that, someone from the Regional Adjustment Bureau showed up and started talking about possible adjustments for Tokyo Morishima. It became clear that the fact that measures regarding Tokyo Morishima were being taken meant that the experiment was finally nearing its end. Tokyo Morishima's kidnapping was thought to have been perpetrated by the Regional Adjustment Bureau, the Heinous Crimes Unit, or some organization deeply tied to one of the two. A third-party organization in the 24th Ward had been using him as a source of information. His kidnapping may have been an attempt at stopping that. I decided to use the Maru system to search the net for information. Our weak point was that we couldn't really do much outside of using the net. I tried leaking information concerning the OKI syndicate to employees of the Regional Adjustment Bureau named Tsuki and Osato and monitored their reaction. I also contacted Kuro Yanagi from the Heinous Crimes Unit via sex chat. But the hint I got regarding Tokyo Morishima's whereabouts came from an unexpected place. The chat system at Quarter temporarily went down due to an extraordinary server load. The computer network covering the entirety of the 25th Ward and the machine at its core had a biocomputer installed, and Quarter was supposed to have been protected by that system as well. Although it was only for a few short minutes, the fact that the Quarter system went down meant that it was handling an unexpectedly immense load of traffic. I knew that Tokyo Morishima must have been connected. A plug was stuck into Tokyo Morishima's silver eye and hooked up to the net. The purpose was to completely delete the existence of Tokyo Morishima. Naturally, the barrier created on the opposing side was tough. I was unable to directly connect with the Tokyo Morishima inside the net. Tokyo Morishima was being forced to participate in a fixed game. He was fighting a battle that he would win and that he would in no way be able to win. So this is about the Red Room. I get it now. What the fuck? Someone kidnapped us and made us play this game on the net while we were plugged in. And Maru helped us, we know that. I don't know if his opponent being named Slash was supposed to be humorous or if it was simple irony. Or maybe the anxiety in Tokyo Morishima's heart had given birth to some sort of weird monster. Either way, it was my duty to get a weapon to Tokyo Morishima, who was on the verge of death. I was finally able to check out backstage, aka the backyard that was the Red Room. And it was there where I used a somewhat dirty hand to send a program. Naturally, at first I was prepared to use any means necessary, but if Tokyo Morishima himself didn't notice what I had sent, then it wouldn't have been possible to cancel the uninstallation program. Like a fisherman casting his weighted line into the sea, I sat and waited patiently, watching the surface of the water for signs of movement. I think the true hero of the story really is... I could say it's Maru, or Miru, but I think the true hero of this fucking story is fucking GLG. I mean, what? How could he foresee all of that? I'll offer a guarantee on your life and the life of your little sister. That's the first condition. What else? Money? I'll be needing that too. Okay then. 1 billion. Sounds good. The monitoring data from the 25th Ward experiments. Is that how much the data is worth to you? Yes. Scientific value. Value as a political playing card. value as a weapon. It's basically equal value to the power to totally rule the world of finance and politics for the next 10 years. You're pretty straightforward, huh? Is this all off the record? Furthermore, the 25th ward is about to disappear. Apparently, it's about to sink completely and perfectly into Davy Jones' locker. That will mark the end of the experiment. Do you understand the utter importance of the data you sent off somewhere? Kind of, yeah. Where's my sister? In the 24th ward. She's not being held captive or anything like that. However, I can flip the switch at any time. What? Do you have some sort of bomb set up or something? It means I am fully prepared to erase her existence at any moment. I've never spoken to her face to face before. If you'd like to, then go meet her. I won't do that. I think I might go off on a little trip somewhere. Some southern island maybe. You probably don't care, but I'll recommend a nice little island for you. Lost Pass? I feel like you're gonna set up a bomb or something and that's no fun. Lost Pass is a pretty nice island. Again, quarter at dawn. Oh, Jesus Christ. When Tokyo Morishima came back to this world, he was still connected to the net. His lower half was still submerged in the water. It would be no exaggeration to say that this was a once-in-a-lifetime chance. There was no way I could let that chance pass me by. If I could use the net to take on the memories that were gradually coming back to Tokyo Morishima, then I would have more options and be able to buy some time. I could outsmart the process set up by the organization that had enhanced Tokyo Morishima. Tokyo Morishima and I synchronized. I do want Tokyo Morishima to live, but I wonder... Upon looking inside Tokyo Morishima's head, I found that there were a great many ghosts living there. I think about why it was that Tokyo Morishima had such power bestowed upon him. Kamui, appearing from among the cracks and recesses in the darkness, kills people. It may just be an impulse that is neither good nor bad by nature, but the souls of those killed cannot rest in peace. Maybe these souls, turned into sacrifices of our times, are unable to find a place of peace and rest, and only continue to wander aimlessly. Therefore, the negative Kamui had to take all of those in. Maybe this is the essence of Tokyo Morishima's existence. If so, then it would be his fate to be forced to continue to live eternally. But this is too heavy a fate for a single human to have to take on by themselves. If he does not have the means to bring these ghosts to some place they can rest, then he is certain to reach his limit eventually. That is when I realized what it was that Tokyo Morishima wanted. He wanted to just live a calm life, I think. Man, that's a long-ass chapter. No copies of the data. I want to buy only the absolute one-of-a-kind original. In that case, we're gonna need to trust each other. That's why I'm saying I'll throw in something worth it. Originally, it was our own fault in not being properly prepared. We recognize and accept that. So you're admitting that you fucked up? Failing to get rid of Slash was careless. It's a bit late for that. Indeed. So anyway, I'm gonna pass. Huh? Pass on what? The deal of ours. I'll give you 3 billion. That's more than fair, right? You just don't get it. Get what? You're just going to abandon this? For what? Desperation? Is that what good is to you? What sort of merit is there in that? It's not about good nor jack shit. Merit? What are you even talking about? You're not getting the fucking data. I'm gonna spread it over the net. I've made my decision. This is gonna be the end. For both you and your sister. It is what it is. A play is a world with its own inhabitants and its own laws and its values. Saruyan, huh? But this is no play or... Who's gonna kill me? Are you gonna do it? I won't lay a finger on you. It's someone else's job. Someone more skilled? Yes. Let's skip this pointless small talk. This is goodbye then, Mr. Kipple. Well, shit. It's gonna get even hotter today. Bam, Tokyo. You owned that, dude. On the other side of the spectrum, I was about to reach my own limit. I don't know what the sickness of mine is exactly, but at some point, my body had deteriorated to the brink of death. As long as I'm connected to the Meru system, it doesn't really bother me, but when I return to my original body, even a single cough is excruciating. I had tried all sorts of medication, but medicine was no longer able to stave off my own destruction. GLG once spoke to me about the stars. He told me that it was discovered that a white dwarf 50 light years from Earth contained a core made from extremely hard crystals. The main element of which this white dwarf is composed is carbon, which had crystallized under the immense pressure that makes that white dwarf a huge diamond, 4,000 meters in diameter. A white dwarf is a fixed star in its terminal stage. Our own sun will also burn out and become a white dwarf about 5 billion years from now. And then another 2 billion years after that, its core will form an amazingly huge diamond. Can't keep living for that long. I said this to GLG as he lay next to me in bed. Neither can I, but when you think about the fact that that day will come eventually, doesn't it get you excited and give you a sort of peace of mind, making it easier to sleep? This may be true. In a far, far distant future, everything may become hard and crystallize one day. The story sounded more beautiful and amazing to me than any fairy tale I've ever heard. Did they fuck or not? I don't get it. Man, I don't get it. I don't get GLG's weird fascination with both Kamui and Ayame. And the Shelter Kids in general. Fucking liar. She died several hours ago. She was killed. However far away from her I may take myself, I know this for certain. The fact that I know this is my own tragedy. What the fuck is happening? So this is the end of the 25th ward. I guess I'm gonna be sinking down into the same sea too. I'm glad I was able to set Red free. Oh yes, thank you. What? No, this can't be the end of the game. While waiting for the 25th ward to disappear, I fell asleep. Although I'm only supposed to have a little bit of time left to live, I still managed to fall asleep. It's kinda funny. Human beings really are silly beings. Anyway, I had a short dream just then. Slash appeared in my dream, and he gave me a rundown on the whole story. Please! Yes. He says the data was all forwarded and entrusted to Red. Red heard this and nodded his head. Please leave it to me. Hearing Red's voice for the first time, I found out that Red was actually an old lady in her 60s. Tokyo, are you tripping? What the fuck? So Red was basically sort of like my mom. Then, a whole bunch of emotions swell up inside me and I start crying. I guess it's a dream. It's supposed to be weird. I wonder why I always wake up right away whenever I cry in a dream. I wake up to find myself on a boat. I looked out over the sea and looked up to the skies. I could still see the 25th ward out in the distance. I felt the sea breeze. I like how every sentence in this began with an I. It looks weird and cool. I wiped my tears and called out some names. Slash, Meru, Red. It's said that none of these are their real names. Red alone was at least a name I had decided on myself. Ayame, Kamui. Kamui is a fearsomely wild god. That's how he felt to me. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, water to water. Everything goes as it flows. That is true purification. Ugh. The fucking eye. Please tell me he only got rid of the eye and didn't kill himself or died. I don't want my boy Tokyo to die. Oh shit. Just as I said that. Fucking hell, Tokyo, where did you even get a gun from? Oh, now the end screen. Yeah. Oh my god. MISOGI. Oh, wait. Yuki? That's groove. So is Yuki another chapter in Placebo? Yeah, save data, sure. Oh man, this made no fucking sense whatsoever, but some of the things made sense. So let's see. Yes! Yuki actually is a placebo chapter, so I guess he didn't die. What the fuck did he do? We'll see next time. Bye!